Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, Zed, how are you? First by the looks of it. Yeah, so Friday night stream, doing the old usual. You know what I mean? So yeah, just wait for some people to get on. What you been at this week, Zed? Been up to much? I've not really been. Was it this week? I went to. I know this sounds fucked up. I can't remember if it's this week or not now. I think this week, Tuesday, I went to a funeral, unless it was last. Had I mentioned a funeral last week of my cousin Ben's dad, basically my uncle, but through marriage. His mum is Ben's mum is my dad's sister. Right, Rich? That's about all I've done this week. That was pretty weird in itself, though, which I'll explain later if people want to hear that. So Zed, Rich, Aramis, Peter, Brief Fire, how you doing? You alright? So while this is all setting up, because I have to now go off of this and I won't see what's happening, I'll just explain how people can support the channel if they want. I'll do it nice and early, and I can set up how I like. Because I can't set up how I like the comments until the actual stream is streaming. So if you ever wanted to support this channel, you can. And if you don't know, this channel has been demonetized. I was thrown off the monetization thing years ago. And this is basically my job. It's the only way I get any money. I don't sign on or anything like that. So if you ever did want to support, there's a really easy way where you can donate via PayPal. And basically, the easiest way for me to do it is through a thing called coffee.com. You just go to coffee.com, don't need to sign up. You can donate a couple of quid or as much as you want. You know, some people donate a lot. Leave a little message, which I'll read out, and I'll even play you a little video. The link is in the description at the very top, and it will be in the chat if you write the word !support. And here's a video visually showing you how to do it. While this is playing, I'll set up the stream how I want it. So I'll see you in about 30 seconds. Right, I'll be on in a second. Just setting this up so I can also do the slow mode and subscribers only mode if I need to. Right, I'll be on properly in a second. Yeah, I can't do this until the live stream's actually running. I can never set the stream how I like it. But I prefer to use the YouTube pop-out chat, the YouTube proper chat, because you can't do the moderation stuff properly on StreamYard. So Zed said, I watched a few films, went for a walk along the beach with my sister and brother-in-law. That sounds all right, though. Yeah, that's nice, Zed. Ain't for air gunner. How you doing, Luke? You right, mate? Smiley, you right? Jamie? Yeah, my right, mate. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, all right, everyone. My week's been all right. It's a bit weird at first. Not weird at first. Tuesday, I think it was this week. I've not mentioned that funeral, have I? Tuesday, I went to a funeral. My cousin Ben's dad, which would be my uncle by marriage. His mum is my actual aunt. But it was quite bizarre because half the family didn't turn up. And the only ones who did turn up, apart from my household and Ben's household, was another household in our family who nearly all of the rest of the family, including mine, don't really talk to. And I've had quite a lot of Danny ears sort of near fights or fights with some of the people they're friendly with, sort of, you know what I mean? So people don't get on with. And then the wake ended up being at a pub in an area where me and Malcolm have had sort of loads of fights, and talking to some old bloke, and he said, oh, who are you two? And it turns out he's the relative of someone who supposedly me or Malcolm had attacked with a metal bar. And then there was another bloke. Yeah, it was mental. It was just like, yeah, it's like, look, it was all right though. Nothing happened. It's all 20 years ago anyway. But and then there was another bloke in the pub who'd there'd nearly been a fight involving an axe and all this shit. And yeah, it was all right though. 83 Airgun said, I've seen Slingshot's been busy exercising on a bike. I've not quite seen that. Well, I have seen it, but I didn't listen to it. Did you do a voiceover for it? I have to check that out. Jordan, how you doing, mate? I've seen a new name on. Hey, not Avery. Natural Born Serial Killer, how you doing, mate? That's my brother-in-law's brother died. That's a shame. Then, ain't very good. Anything planned for Christmas? Not really. More just all the stuff that I've got planned anyway. You know what I mean? And that sounds a bit weird. Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. Any plans for Christmas other than getting pissed and having family around if they can, and live streaming? Probably just that. Sorry, I thought you meant videos for a second there, Luke. Don't forget, and I'll fight the girls. James said, watching Combat Dealers earlier, the bloke moved into an old house in Normandy and found a 1942 dated Luger in his loft. That's brilliant, isn't it? When Reeg comes on, which is Jumper Sabu, talk to him about Combat Dealers. I'm pretty sure he knows them or something to do with it. Ask Reegs about it. Yeah, Jumper Sabu. Zed said, so it made the walk a little bit more somber. I get you, Zed. Yeah, this funeral and wake was very bizarre. Yeah. So the actual funeral was full of people I don't get on with. And, people to do with them and nearly them I've had physical fights with. The pub we went to had people in it who I have, been accused of doing things to, and I've had fights with people in there, and the whole area is just bizarre. Just really weird. Oh, well. Richard said, should have both my flight bows done next week. Just waiting for some thread and a die set to arrive. Nice one. Don't get the kind of... I bought a fucking tap and die set, thread and die set. I bought a cheap one. It won't even fucking tap or die fucking mild steel. Right. All right, Blue Creek. So tonight, when there's enough people on, I have got Slingshot Warrior's live stand-up video to play, which is 8 minutes, 29 seconds long. So be prepared for that. Live stand-up. And I have also... there's a couple of things I want to talk to you about. So I've done all of my old merch. So all this stuff's back on because they stopped doing this design. It wasn't this design. They stopped doing these T-shirts. So it meant this design wasn't on there. This design is back on there. And I've even made a Slingshot Warrior T-shirt. If you go onto my merchandise, so how'd you get the merchandise up? Exclamation mark merch in it. It's in the description as well. Right. Scroll right down to the very last bit of merchandise and you'll find my my Slingshot Warrior T-shirt that I made. And I'm going to split anyone who buys it, I'll split the profits with him. And it'll be $1 each because I've done it $2 profit. $14, maybe 14 quid, maybe $16, can't remember. The best thing about that T-shirt though, right? So I was going to do like a Brady Bunch type thing, but in the end I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to do a Brady Bunch sort of, visual thing with, but 12 pictures. So 3 rows of 4. Says at the top, Slingshot Warrior, and then underneath it says, because this was one of the funniest things we ever heard him saying, because they kept calling him Sling Shit. So he said, I'm slinging shit in your face. So it says Slingshot Warrior, and it's got all of the pictures. I've tried to use some amusing pictures, one of which I find fucking hilarious and brilliant. And then underneath it says, slinging shit in your face since 2013, which is when he joined YouTube, right? One of the pictures is Slingshot Warrior pulling a weird face, and it's got a, like this, hang on. So it's got one of these on. So it's got one of these on it. And what's so funny about it is from Bo Kraus, and it says, I'm here to support Slingshot Warrior. Now, if you know the irony of that, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah. It's a fucking comment of Bo Kraus saying, I'm here to support Slingshot Warrior. And then we all know what happened there. So Samurai Bird, Nick, Stu, I've got a little package for you. Just make sure it don't show your address. I've got a little package there for you. I'll probably send Monday, I reckon. Maybe Sunday if I'm not too hungover because I'm drinking tomorrow. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Zed. I hope you, yeah. Flazzy said, hello, Weapon Collector. Can't wait to see the stand-up. Yeah, I'll put that on. Actually, Flazzy donated. Thank you, mate. Let me go and see if he's left me a message. Oh, and I've also got the greatest clip of Slingshot Warrior as well. That me and Stu sent it to me, not knowing I'd already seen it and already clipped it. But if Slingshot ever comes on here criticizing the UK ever again, I've got the greatest fucking video I can ever play now. Thank you, Flazzy. I appreciate that, mate. Let's just play Flazzy's video. Did anyone go and look at the merchandise? Let me try and catch up, and remind me to play you the clip if Slingshot comes on criticizing the UK. I'll play the stand-up when there's a bit more on. Zed said, I see Jeffro bought the farm this week. What's that, Zed? Peter said, I had a pizza from Domino's and it tasted like cardboard. Richard was like, Richard, you go and have a look at the match. Hey, Freg, I said, Mike, are the old style wood truncheons legal? An ex-prison officer has offered me one. As far as I'm aware, I think they are. And I've got one, assuming it's legal. I'm pretty sure it is. They don't mention truncheons. They mention straight battens, but a truncheon isn't really a straight batten. Because I think what they mean by a straight batten is a batten. So not this, because this is a walking stick and it's not a batten. But if you had a walking stick that was completely straight like that, not a walking stick, so not a walking stick. If you had a fucking, oh, fuck's sake, I'm fucking this up already. If you had something that was deliberately bought as a batten and it was completely straight like that, that would be illegal. But an old truncheon gets fatter, so it's not really straight, is it? I'm 99.9% sure old style truncheons are legal. Dad said, Slingshot making funny faces. That would be different. Seriously, Slingshot's jokes are amazing. Just heads up. I've made it I've done it as professional as I can. I've added a laughter track and some other stuff. Mark, how you doing, mate? A finger of fudge, how are you? Sam, you right, mate? Oh, the comedian. Oh, I knew you meant Jeffro the comedian, but I just didn't get the farm bit. Was he been trying to buy a farm? I didn't know if that was a joke or not. Sorry, Jeff. Rolling pins are legal. So surely they will be. Yeah, well, the good thing is it's all about. The good thing with what they write is very specific. So it's not just a straight bit of wood or anything. It's, it does not mention truncheons. Put it that way. I can get the thing out if you want and read it. Let me have a look. Where's my thing? Where's my weapon stuff? Hang on. I've got a whole folder here in case I have to overshow the police. So that I don't have to fuck about. So I'll read from here and see if there's anything and it sounds anything like truncheons. Ain't for arrogant, a nice one, Mike. I thought they were, but best. Yeah, it's always worth checking, isn't it? Nick said if those old truncheons were illegal, it would sort of make rounders bats legal in a sense. Well, exactly, Nick. That's it. So you've got the only things that are anything near like a truncheon is there's a straight, side-handled, or friction lock truncheon, sometimes known as a batten. So they mean flick-out battens, side-handled battens, and like a straight batten, not an old truncheon. Here's a finger of I don't know a finger of fudge. Is that an old moderator? Is it trying to trick me? That said, buying the farm, 6 foot by 3 foot, 4 foot deep. I mean, I've never heard that before, Zed. I've never heard that saying. Right. I've never ever heard that saying before. That's a shame, yeah. As far as I know, old Jeffro was all right, wasn't he? I know a lot of people liked him. Finger of fudge. He said, is that a Chinese type 85S? I have one. You know what? No, it's not. Gutted. It's a Chinese type 86S bullpup rifle. Gutted. If you're not one of the mods, pretend to be someone else. Sorry. They look like a right cunt doing that. Little Picker said, if they make it illegal to have a length of wood on your property, they'll have to burn all the trees. Right, Peach? Asper battens. Yeah, that's it, Nick. So, you know, every now and then we have to have Slingshot on basically criticising the UK. And I had to make that bloody thing about let's all get along shit. Well, he said this once on a live stream, right? And I've clipped it. And if he ever comes on slagging off the UK ever again, I'm playing this.
I don't tell you what's wrong with England, okay? I don't tell you how to run England. I don't tell you that what England should be, you know? So if you're not American and you're going to tell me what America should be, just shut up. That's all I'm going to say. Maybe you're not British, okay, Madna? But you sure aren't American. So please don't tell Americans what we should or should not be. I find that very disrespectful to my country.
Got him now. He's never going to say that ever again because that's going to be played every time he says it. When I saw that clip, it was like the best thing I've ever seen. Murray, how you doing, mate? Rebecca, how you doing? You all right? Was you on the Saturday stream that night, the other night? Murray said, not England, the UK, you heard. But yes, you know what he's like. He's, yeah. It's great, isn't it, Stu? Get him every time now if he ever comes on here saying how crap England is. Or whatever. Fudge said, I collect Chinese rifles, slip of the finger. Yeah, it's a Chinese 86S bullpup rifle, mate. If you're not a regular, sorry. Some of the regulars come on faking it. That still means, though, no one's ever got it right. Pete says, so trench clubs are okay. I think so. They're not mentioned. There's no mention of trench clubs in there. Oh, you was, Rebecca. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I might be doing a late night one tomorrow. Yeah, my Christmas party's been cancelled now, so I ain't doing that anymore. But I might just have a couple of people around who can come around, and have a drink in the Wendy house again, which we call it a Wendy house, summer house. Probably have a drink in there again. I don't know if I'll stream the early bit, but I'll probably come on later. Rich said Christmas came early for you, Mike, with that clip. I know, it's the best clip ever, isn't it? Rich. I got him now. You can never say that shit ever again. Do you think, though, I should add at the bottom, don't be a hypocrite? Or is that video just enough? Rebecca said, when a Yank has something bad to say about your country, you know your country is doing something right. Exactly. What don't help? He has a lot of English regulars or UK regulars on his live streams, always going on about how shit the UK is, and then he sort of does it on here, and he sort of, as he admits himself, he hasn't really got no right to say it, but you know what I mean. It's just my little way of I can get him now every time he does it. I normally have to tell him off, stop doing it. I don't, because it's, for me, it's a bit like the thing. You're allowed to moan about your mother, or, you know, bloke moans about his wife, but you would not have your mate then go to you, yeah, she is a stupid fucking bitch, isn't she? Do you know what I mean? And that's sort of what Slingshot does. He doesn't realise that we can moan about the UK as much as we want, but someone who's never been here doesn't really have the right, sort of, not the right, but you know what I mean? You can't really have much of an opinion on something that you've never actually experienced. You know what I mean? So it's my little way of getting him back. I am based in Bucks area, Sam. Didn't you ask me that before? Murray said, you know what the Yanks are like. I think that's the centre of the earth. You know, our Slingshot's all right. That's why I've seen many clips of him. But yeah, that was the best thing I'd ever seen. Just to, you know. Stu said, you can beat up your brother, but you wouldn't let anyone else. Exactly. That's another good way of putting it. Yes, exactly. Yeah. But that's the way I see it. You know, yeah. You can do it, but they can't, and that's sort of acceptable, isn't it? Rebecca said it's fine. Giving them independence was the best thing Britain ever did. Stopped us from wasting our time. Joe, how you doing, mate? So is anybody interested in crossbow accessories? I can't show them, but at the minute, if you want any, this is going to be a bit like a Christmas sale. I've got one set of 6 broadheads for sale, 4 or 5 standard quivers, 2 slings. Let me just look at my list. I ain't got any bayonets though. I've got a R9 adder quiver for sale, and it's all how many mods are on. So I've made some of these. Let me find a good one to show you. I made some little key rings. Peach mentioned it. He said some of us should have little key rings. Let me see if I can hold this still so you can see it. So it's a little knuckle duster with the WC logo in the WeaponCollector, right? Any old mods, if you want one of these, I'll send you it as a Christmas present. The old mods. Now I've already written down who I'm going to send them to, whether they like them or not. Liam, Peach, Rich, Tactical, and Zed. Zed, do you want one of them? I want to send you one of them, Zed, as a little Christmas present. Maybe that's a thank you for all the moderating you did. That focus if I can hold still. So that's the people who I'm going to send them to. If you're a moderator or were a moderator and you want one, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them left. If the old moderator sent me a message saying, I'll have one, here's my address. Right, can you do me a favour, Zed? I've got your address, but weirdly enough, I went through all my stuff the other day and I chucked away a load of stuff. Could you email me your address just so I don't have to look through loads of stuff? All right, I'll send you one, Zed. So yours is written down anyway. Any X mods though, if you want one, you can either say now on here or just send me an email saying, Mike, I'll have one. But also, if anyone wants to buy one, I don't know, a couple of quid. You want one as well, Nick? Nick, send me your address and I'll send you one then. So Nick, so that's 5 left now. That's 5 left. Yeah, I should have your address somewhere because every time you send me something, Zed, if it had a receipt in it, I can keep the receipt. And if you bought it from somewhere. But funnily enough, I was going through my drawer the other day, and I think one of the cold steel things had your address on. I threw it. I don't know, Flazzy. Let's say 2 quid. Let's say 2 quid each. But if you want to put more in, you can. And you can do it through. Actually, let's hold on for a minute. Let's hold on just in case all 6 get taken and I have people's money and I can't send them. So if at the end of the night they're in. I'll tell you what, Flazzy. Send me a message saying I'll buy one if you want. Was you ever a mod? If you were a mod, you can have one. Right. Anyone who wants to buy one, message me saying I'll buy one, Mike, but don't pay for it. And then if there's some left over at the end of the night, people who want to buy one can have one. So Sam said, "Yeah, forgot you said about a party. I was thinking it was a game. But at the moment, it's a bit too far of a journey." Mark said, "Question for you, Mike. eBay sells bows and arrows, lots of types. They sell hundreds of types. Why don't they sell crossbows?" Not sure. I don't think they like anything sort of what they class as weapon based, do they? Even as a sporting good. How much for the R9 quiver? The R9 quivers are £22.50 because there's quite a lot of codex going into them. R9 quiver, £22.50. But email me if you want it. Rebecca said, "I'm going to call it a night." Sorry, Rebecca, if you've gone and I never said good night. got a second jam. It's taking its toll. Just want to say hi and appreciate what you do. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. That was a good chat we had the other night. Sorry if I've missed you. Good night. James said, Mike, could you make some wooden arrows with foam padded tips for my boys? But I probably could. I'm not going to make anything till the new year now, though, Jamie. But yeah, I reckon I could. I'd have to look into the foam, though. I've written down £2, so I've dedicated. I've done the price now, so that's yeah. So if anyone wants one, don't pay for it, but send me an email saying, Mike, I'll have one. Yeah, and if all the mods don't say they want one, you know what I mean? At the minute, there's 5 left. So it's Liam, Peach, Rich, Tactical Z, and Nick at the minute, who were mods, who said they'll have one. Right, I'm back on now. Lord Flashlight, you're right, mate. Do you want one of these? You'll have to give me your address if you do. A little thank you to the moderators. See a bit of ground. You can see a bit of ground in super glue on the end of my thumb there. Hang on a chain. You're right, Lord Flash Up, by the way. You sexy midget. Definitely get tied up for that. I'm way behind here. Pete said, anyone into Crossbows? Have a look at this site. What's that? Is that the double one? Peach and I'll take 8. You're on the list, Peach. Everyone can actually thank Peach for those because I made them anyway. And then Peach said, we need something to show that we're in the WeaponCollector gang or something. Didn't you? So I thought, I'll make some more while I'm making some other stuff and I'll give them to the mods and that. And then if there's any left over, I can sell them. Nice one, Flazzy. Flazzy, if they all go, I've got enough leather to make more anyway. So I just don't want any money in case these. I'm going to save this batch for the mods and that. And anyone who don't ask for one, they can be sold. You know what I mean? If they don't all get asked for. But I've definitely got enough leather to make more anyway. Lord Flashlight said, what are desecrated mods getting for free? Mark says, Sharpie, I would love a quiver and a keyring, I mean. Mark Sharp. Right, Mark, message me tonight and I'll sort you out a quiver later. Does anyone need my email? Here it is. So email me there. And I'll we can sort it out tonight. So Lord Flashlight wants one, so that's down to 4 left now. Yeah, you have to send me your addresses. Where am I? Joe said, no fudge, he only collects metaphorical weapons. Are those guns real? Hang on. It definitely ain't Lord Flashlight then. I thought that was you, Lord Flashlight. Here you go. Are those guns real? I actually have a thing called Are Those Guns. There's actually, when you write Are Those Guns Real, you actually trigger a video called Are Those Guns Real? And the answer is no, they're not. Yes, they are. They're real, as in, metaphorically speaking, you can touch them. Lord Flashlight, you might have to message me because I very rarely keep people's addresses and the emails. I often delete them and got shitloads to go through. So it would help me. It would save me time if you can send it again, please. That said, Peach, thank you. Mike said I'd like to say that. Let me just do something a minute. Yeah, so merchandise is back on if anyone wants any. Not that it wasn't, but this merchandise is back on now. Right, where am I? Let me copy and paste my email. It's easier if it's in the chat then. Is the chat frozen or something? No, it's back now. Yeah, just I should have most people's addresses, most of the mods, because a lot of you bought stuff off me. But I don't never keep people's addresses, and yeah, the amount of fucking emails I got to go through. Because especially Lord Flashback, normally if you didn't send me as many messages as you do, I'd just be able to click one email and probably find it. But yours would have a fair few to go through, I think. Right, if I've missed any comments from anyone, put it back on. But yeah, if anyone did want to buy one of them, just £2. But if you wanted to pay more, you could. But yeah, don't pay now. In case they all go. I don't know how many mods I ever had. I probably did have 10. Hello, me. How you doing? From Finland. You all right? Nice one. Hope you're enjoying it. I said, reserve one for me if there's any spare. Yeah, I'll be able to sort you out. Thinking about now, I've definitely got more. Definitely got more leather and all the stuff. Well, Frazzy, no worries, mate. I'll send it. I think Frazzy should get a keyring one because he's definitely one in the gang and all that. He'll get on. But I promised the mods first, though. But he will definitely get one. But yeah, I need to promise the mods first. But yeah. Lee, how you doing? You're right. You're off work. Said Mike, when you're dressing up like Father Christmas. You know what? If I had a little bit more money to buy the fucking thing, I would. Because I've often thought about it. That's half the time I can't even afford a fucking Christmas jumper. But yeah, I think that'd be great, wouldn't it? Dress up for Father Christmas. Thank you, Zed. I appreciate that. Yeah, weirdly enough, Zed, I was going through funny thing is, I was looking at this. This is just a folder of the info on my swords, so that if I ever have to show someone the swords, I've got the information there to, so they don't have to take them. While I was doing that, I found a load of old receipts and stuff like that, and I think I chucked the one away that I could have just literally plucked out my jaw. All right, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Zed. I don't think you don't expect a Christmas card though, because I ain't got none unless I make you one. I don't think you'd want to shit you. Maybe I'll get my stamp that I do these with. Put a bit of ink on it, stamped on a piece of paper. There we go. That stamp's getting a lot of use. So, a nice one, Louise. Off till after Christmas now. That's good. Are you ready for a bit of stand up in a minute? Before I do that, just to confirm, I might be on tomorrow night. I'm not 100% sure how and what. Oh, Crypto's come on. Crypto, fucking perfect timing. I'm about to play your stand-up video. I told you I edited it, didn't I? I'm about to play your stand-up video. He's come just at the right time. It's amazing. Like I've been watching the whole time. See you later, Peach. You're sure you don't want to stay on for 10 minutes? Just 10 minutes and watch Slingshot's stand-up routine. Right, get ready. It's coming. Where is it? Slingshot stand-up. See you later, Peach. Good night, mate. Right, you ready? It's 8 minutes, 29 seconds long, so I'll be away for a bit. I've edited it as best I can, and I added in a laughter track, basically, because I thought when you've edited it don't seem right without some laughing. It's hard to explain, but when you cut out all the gaps and stuff, it just needs a bit of laughing on it. Right, ready? Once a couple of people say ready, I'll play it. But this is 8 minutes, 29 seconds, so be prepared. I'll be away for a bit. Just writing something. All right. 8 minutes, 29 seconds. Not sure I could ever be ready. 8 minutes, 29 seconds long. Slingshot Warrior stand up live. edited by WeaponCollector. You ready? I've tried to emulate Bill Hicks with this edit. Hope you enjoy.
I will. Let's hear some of the stand-up comedy routines I did before. Some kind of piece before I say. So, is anybody here a smoker? Anybody here smoke cigarettes? Well, my brother is a smoker. At one time, he had the lighter on high flame and he missed the cigarette. And he didn't know he was lighting up his nostrils, and it took him a second to realize he was lighting up his nostrils. So it was like this. So he was like going to the lighter like this, like smiling with the cigarette. He had the lighter on high flame. Took him a second to realize he was lighting up his nostrils. Ah! You know, it was one like winter time. It was really cold. I was walking down the street trying to get home before the night fell. And this young lady came up to me. And she looked really messed up. I thought an extra for The Walking Dead just came at me. Or a Corpse Bride, I'm not sure. And so she comes up to me and says, "You got the time?" And I thought that meant she wants to know what time it is. Apparently that meant something else entirely to her. And I told her the time is like, she's like, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going home." "Why?" "Because it's getting late and it's getting cold." "Well, the night's just beginning to heat up, baby." Now, let me explain to you. This girl was, had nothing in the body, and her face was wrecked. and she runs up to me and grabs my elbow like I'm her prom date, which is really nice. Like I ever wanted her to get that close. I felt I was like Rick Grimes in the zombie apocalypse at this point. Anyway, I had to tell her, "I'm broke. Go away, bitch." And she laughed. She's like, and she was really polite about it. Like, "Thank you. Okay, you don't have any money." Oh, yeah. Goodbye. It's funny, the ladies these days, they have no concern about the way they dress compared to the way things were. They dress in their pajamas out in the middle of the street. How nice. Pajamas and a sloppy haircut. A sloppy hairdo. Really nice thing to do. And, you really want to show your best foot forward right there. Well, we got mad to hear. If it's women who don't shave and don't bathe, I think you win the contest for the smelliest and hairiest woman on the beach. And speaking of unshaved and hairy woman, have you seen Rosie O'Donnell lately? She has really let herself go. Even worse than before. And now you got this Santa Inc. This whole adult Christmas movie. Kind of funny that my opinion basically got that the lowest score on Rotten Tomatoes. Speaking of movies today, have you noticed that everyone in like every TV show and movie is either like a lesbian, a gay guy, a feminist, or a POC? If it's any wonder why all those movies don't do good at the box office. I just made a joke. Yes, I got the Know What You Mean moniker from my good buddy Jim Varney, who's no longer with us. it's kind of funny, we have, old people with Alzheimer's, it's, people with Alzheimer's who can't remember where they put their keys. And now we got one in the White House. So the Alzheimer's community has one of their own, right in the Oval Office. I did perform at a club once, but had to keep it clean. That's the reason why. Oh. And Biden is the best thing to happen in this country since a dumpster fire. Yes, a dumpster fire is a good thing for this country. And you know something? Just like Bigfoot, I don't think we'll ever find where the national debt went, except all the money's gone. The funny thing about Obama is that the one thing he loved is cigarettes and cocaine. Oh yeah, and he also enjoyed male escorts. As a matter of fact, one of them was about to say something, but he's not talking anymore. Thank you, Secret Service. I love my fans on these streams. I know they like me, but I can tell you that some of the ladies like me a lot, but I don't like them. People like a lady like Michelle K. She's always coming on to me and said, "I want to get with you. I want to get with you." And I'm like, not a chance in a million years. And then it's like, you're nothing anyway. You're nothing anyway. And then she tries again. Rinse and repeat, I guess. I would like to say I love the Irish. I love the Irish culture. I love the Irish beer. As a matter of fact, I recently drank a lot of it. And as you know, I did on a live stream. And boy, did I get wasted in 3 seconds. Now, that Irish beer is pretty intense, that old Guinness Stout. And I did say things I did regret. Oh, boy. Well, in conclusion, as you know, I go out into the woods, I see nature. Sometimes I see things I don't like to see, and I'll end it here with this thing. One time I saw a squirrel, a white squirrel. Now, this squirrel was dancing like it was dancing for its food. It's like I just said, I wish I brought my camera. He started to do the Macarena. Hey, Macarena. It's like, I was like, and then he did his big finish. I was like, I had to give him. So I gave him some free nuts, and that was it. I guess that. And he dropped back in his tree. And it was a wonderful show. Thank you.
There you go. The comedy genius of Slingshot Warrior. Nice one, mate. I'm so glad he got to watch it as well. So what was your favourite joke? What was your favourite joke? I'm trying to think. Zed said, well, it's a fair bit stronger than the piss water to the US, to be fair. Better ask him how many cans he drunk first, so. That's all right, Crypto. I was hoping you'd liked it. Yeah. I thought I'd take it, cut it down a little bit, cut out some of the gaps, put it together. And I think, what did you think of the laughter track? I think it sounds a bit better of a laughter track. I enjoyed it. Where were the jokes? There were jokes. Fuck's sake. All flash the free nuts. If you're going to charge the squirrel. Irish ladies. Oh, hang on. Who else came on? Why was Mr. X came on? You're right, Mr. X. Rhino Bushcraft, right, mate. There was a couple of people come on. Irishman, right, mate. Who else? Well, he says, does he like CDs and tapes? No, right, mate. And you said heavy live the other night. Oh, was you on there, was you? That's good, wasn't it? Dale, how you doing, mate? Yeah. What's happening? I was just playing a bit of live comedy. Oh, Slingshot, I've even made a bit of merchandise for you. Do you want me to share the link for it? If any of these sell, Slingshot, I'll split the profits with you. It's only going to be $1 each, but I've made a bit of merchandise. Let me just check that's the right thing. Lord Flash, you need to release a Blu-ray director's cut version. I've got so many videos of Slingshot, it's never ending. So we've got exercising, we've got cooking, we've got stand-up now, plus the other ones. 4 minutes of diarrhea. Nick said, yeah, with no laughter track, it'd just be silence, which just makes it cringe and stand-up set. Yeah, I tried to. If you watch it live, it's good. The proper live when it was happening, all the gaps and all this, made it slightly better. But when you've edited it up like that, it needs laughter on it. It seems really weird without it. Yeah, Slingshot, click that link, and I'll tell you. Click that link, open it up in if you're Slingshot, do you use a computer? Right click that link. And open it. Can you see what it says underneath, Lord Flashshot? The best bit is underneath. It says, because Slingshot came up with the greatest catchphrase I ever heard. This is turning into the Slingshot stream. We're going to have to stop in a minute. They kept calling him Sling Shit. So he said, I'm slinging shit in your face. And that became the greatest catchphrase I ever had. So it says Slingshot Warrior, and it's got some pictures of Slingshot, all of his classic moves. He's got his walking stick, his knives, and then at the bottom it says slinging shit in your face since 2013. Well, I did think that was the greatest thing he ever said, because I was all ripping the piss out of him. They called him Sling Shit. So he said, yeah, I'm slinging shit in your face. You got him, didn't you, Slingshot? But Slingshot, if any of those t-shirts sell, I'll split the profits with you. But I've made them really cheap. So what are they? They're 14 quid. I think I'll make 2 quid on those. That's all right. Every time I sell one, I'll send you $1. Jamie said, Barman asked this bloke, why are you looking so sad? Bloke replied, about a month ago, me and the wife had an argument. She said she's not speaking to me for a month, the barman said. What's wrong with that? The month's over tomorrow, the bloke said. I butchered that. Ocean said, we were there for the live performance. I know, it was amazing, wasn't it? That was amazing. It was so much better actually live. You lot missed out. Yeah, if any sell, because what I was doing, Slingshot, I was redoing my merchandise, and I thought I'll do one of Slingshot as well because he's getting popular. And I'll split the profits with you, because although that says it's selling for 14 quid, what it is all of the stuff on Teespring, I don't have to print anything, but it means every time it sells for, say, 14 quid, 12 quid of that goes to Teespring, who make the t-shirts, print them, and then the profit goes to us. And I made that one, about as cheap as you get them, really, because we don't need to be making a profit out of it. It was just something for a laugh. You know what I mean? I might make more down the line, but you've got, if you look at them pictures, you've got your trailer hitch mace, you've got your ant's head in a couple of videos, your shotgun, you're doing a bit of cooking, you've got your spear, you've got your toothpick, Bowie, you've got your walking stick, and you're even showing your muscles at one point. Klausy said you should make a meme of a monkey throwing shit and insert face in the monkey's head. Trust. That sounds pretty good though. Irish Slaley said you need a Slaley, Mike. In a couple of years, you're getting old. And then it's a must-have. I think so. I'll have to keep looking out for something. I'll have to keep looking out for a bit of wood. Crypto, I have an idea for a t-shirt for you. A cartoon version of me and Mike waving our national flags. Good idea. I'll see if I can do something like that. Dale said, dollar is only 75p. That's it. Yeah, so what I do is, so the UK version of that t-shirt is 14 quid, but the dollar version might be something like $17 or something. They all of my merchandise, it's not really for making money. It's to make a little bit of money, but I just like having my merchandise out there. It's, it's pretty satisfying thinking someone's out there with your t-shirt. You know what I mean? You get a little bit of money for it, but most of my stuff I make a profit of at most 4 quid, because the thing is, when I put my stuff on there, they show you how much I need to normal people then, how much most people have their profit. They have $25 profit. Well, if I had $25 profit, that t-shirt would be selling for 30 quid. But no one's going to buy that. I wouldn't be buying a shitty old t-shirt for 30 quid. I know what you mean, Dale. Lord Flashshot said we need a Starling mods purge meme. I sent you, Mike. A Starling Photoshop X mods out of the I could do that easily, as long as it's big enough quality. The only issue we ever have is if the pictures aren't big enough quality, it won't do it. But I can always enlarge them anyway. Yeah, Dale, these are for sale. You can buy these. I've just put this one back on there. So you got these. You got mugs. Pint glasses. I've done the fucking kids stuff now. But if anyone, because I know some people said they'd like this design without the weapon collector bit. I can do that. If enough people say I would buy that, I can do that. Pint glass, again, look, such a dirty bastard. I've not cleaned it since the last time I used it. I ain't got to put it up there and get it next time. Clean it next time. They said, Mike, you make more money if you did a sexy calendar. If Teespring did calendar, I would do it. They said, if you want a new design, let me know and I'll knock something up. I've ordered proper programs for designers. Nice one, Liz. All right. If I ever have an idea for some and I can't do them, I'll let you know. Definitely. I'll definitely let you know. Thank you, Louise. I appreciate that. Lord Fawcett said, Mike, I think Louise wants you to do a sexy calendar so she can buy all the copies. Fuck's sake. Jamie said, Mike, the other day we painted Christmas baubles. I ran out of ideas, so I painted one to look like Hitler, another one with a big swastika. Because nothing embodies the spirit of Christmas like the Nazis. Well, at least, there was the football they played at Christmas, wasn't there? Vlad said, weapon collector eye patches. I don't think they do those. Let me have a look. They do quite a lot of stuff, though. This is a nightmare to do this website nowadays, though. Absolute nightmare. How it's set up. I'll tell you some of the stuff they do. They do quite a lot, though. I've started doing kids' clothes now. Well, I still can't find it. Right, create. Let's see what they got. Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate it, Louise. If I do, I'd definitely, because I struggle to do some of the designs because I have to just do it on fucking paint. You know what I mean? There's digital stuff. There's no point doing digital stuff though. So apparel, home and decor, accessories, holiday. Oh, I've got a Christmas jumper as well, but I think if you bought the Christmas jumper now, I wouldn't get it in time. You wouldn't get it in time, I mean. Oh, this is showing it really shit. I've got to keep clicking it. But yeah, they do kids stuff now. So all kids and babies. So you do kids t-shirts, hoodies and sweatshirts. Right, but they do a lot of stuff anyway. I don't need to do that. Did you actually really do them though, Jamie? You're not actually joking. Litter picker, you've just asked the best question. I was just thinking that myself. James is thinking of hanging them in the village Christmas tree. Litter picker said, who won that footy game anyway? That's what I've always thought. I've always often thought that. Who won it? Maybe it was a draw. I don't know. Maybe they weren't keeping count. That could have caused more bother than not, though. Imagine if one team won like 20-0 or something. Lord Flashlight said, "Can we get WC one-to-one cardboard cutouts? I want 10 so I can recreate scenes from The Hobbit." Right, definitely timing him out for that. I'm not a fucking Hobbit. I'm a fucking I'm a Lord of the Rings dwarf. Dwarf with a V, not a fucking F. I'll have you know. Slingshot's here, he can confirm that. I'm not a Hobbit, am I? I'm a fucking dwarf. As in dwarven. Cheeky bastard. Right, where are we? Dad said, "I reckon if you sold men's underpants with no entry sign on the back, probably sell loads." You know, I think that's one of the only things they don't sell is pants on there, you know, as in boxers and that. Oh, hello, Timbo. Sorry, I saw you on earlier. I forgot to say hello. Timbo said, "I had to explain one of your t-shirts to my 6-year-old stepdaughter yesterday." I said, "Do one in pink with a glittered unicorn. She'll have it." Well, not you didn't have one of them, did you? No, you've got one of the. Everyone loves a bit of bottom. That one. Yes, Timbo's got Everybody Loves a Bit of Bottom. He's one of the best ones. I think you've got one of those, and Nell's got one. Again, you know, if they only ever sold 2, that's fine by me. Knowing that at least 2 people have got that T-shirt just makes it hilarious. And did no? I think Jim M got one of these. Jamie said Louise is sending you pictures. I'll have a look in a minute. I could. Do you know what, Timber? I could probably do a pink one of these though if she wants one. Have a look on there. See what there is. There is kids stuff on there now. Nick said the England's women's team actually beat the Latvian women's team 20-0 in World Cup qualifying recently. Did they really? Fuck's sake. Zed said The Hobbit had rather a lot of dwarves in it, Mike. Did he say that? Oh, he did say The Hobbit. He did say The Hobbit, didn't he? Yes, he did say The Hobbit. Bats, bonjour, mate. Zed said a whole army of them, in fact. More flash said of or men's underpants with dangerous weapon printed on the front. I don't think they do pants on there. Let me look. What would that be? Apparel, men. So t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve, tank tops, bottoms. Let's see what bottom. Nah, it's just jogging bottoms. Sadly not. I'd do all of that stuff if they'd done it, but they don't do certain things, and I don't want like different websites. There's stickers on there, well, if anyone ever wanted them. Bat said, "Watching the darts world champion. Anyone else watch them?" I like darts. I play darts, but I don't tend to watch a lot of it nowadays. I never know when it's on. There's something about PDC darts on ITV. I don't like the commentary. I used to prefer the BBC commentary. The ITV commentary seems to be very I don't know. It's like they're moaning constantly how shit everyone is, even though they're getting 110 averages, which is massive. Yeah, just spend the whole time saying how shit everyone is for some reason. Puts me off. And also, it's a bit like the snooker commentary starts making me fall asleep. Might have to start doing that if I need to go to sleep. Louise said, "Mike, check your message on Facebook. Sent some pictures of the baubles." Right, I should have a look. Where's my phone? Actually, no, I'll do it on here, Louise. It'll be a bit quicker. I'll get on that in a second. But the only thing I have to start changing accounts. All right, switch profile. Well, I'll just catch up with these. Fudge said sweatshirt with "Are those guns? Are those guns real?" I mean, that's quite a good idea, actually. I like that. Yes. I think like, or women's knickers were slippery when wet on the front. I haven't let the toilet seat. Little Picker said, "Make Timbo's stepdaughter a kitten t-shirt. With the legend all cats are beautiful." Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, he's got Everybody Loves a Bit of Bottom. Really big A cab. Jamie said, "Mike, you should sell your unwashed underwear." Well, it does get asked quite often, Jamie, but I don't know. I'd have to keep getting new ones, wouldn't I? Can you get like disposable ones? Just wear them once, stick them in an envelope. Weirdly enough, I've been watching a program. Actually, this is if you're a bit bored in the evening, I found something called Charity Shop Sue. And it's a full series, but where they've put it on YouTube and didn't have enough subscribers to do 30-minute videos, they have to do them in 10. So there's 18 10-minute episodes. But each 3 episodes is 1 half-an-hour episode. Charity Shop Sue, fucking excellent. But you're saying about dirty underwear. There's a bit in that where she keeps a pair of underwear, puts them in an envelope, sells them to some bloke. It's amazing. If you've never seen Charity Shop Sue, find it. Fucking brilliant. They should make a proper TV series out of it, but they never have. They said, Mike, if you have a good printer, you get transfer paper to do it. Funny thing, I have done that, saying that. Yeah, because here, look. Let me see if I can find the good one, because I've got one good one and a shit one. I was running out of ink. When I couldn't afford to buy these because of how expensive they are, so I ended up buying a cheap t-shirt and doing exactly that. So that's the one I made myself, and these are the bought ones. So I have done it. Yeah, transfer paper. It's just on the second, I can't remember which one. The ink started running out and I couldn't be bothered to cut it out properly. So you look at that one. That was like the first one I did. I think that was just, I can't remember. But that one's not quite as good. But I made, these are my work t-shirts in the shed. Yeah, so I have done that. It's just getting the designs. But the good thing with Teespring, I don't ever have to buy anything. So they just make their profit, and then whatever I've added on to, like if you buy one of these, I don't have to do anything at all. You know what I mean? Lord Flash, my missus got me a pair of boxers 4 years ago with her face printed on them, with arms wrapped around my codpiece. Lisa's property on the other side, no lie. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. There's a jogging bottoms to those with a print of brown piece tissue print. Yes, I could do shitting jogger ones, couldn't I? The shitting jogger printed on those. That's actually excellent. I never ever thought about that, Zed. I think I thought I'd been banned there for a minute. And only on my first episode. Nah, you're all right. Sometimes I miss the comments unintentionally. Yes, if I ever don't read any out, it's not on purpose. It's just, well, sometimes it is, but Irishman said a Slingshot Warrior shirt with a few inches of his ass crack sticking out, and the slogan, everybody likes a bit of bottom. You could probably easily get a picture off with his ass hanging out as well. G Wood said, let's go, Brandon. Where's my clip for that? No offense to my American friends, but
I've never said this out loud before, but I think the president of America is actually a retard.
I think most of you do as well, don't you? You're off, Timbo. See you later, mate. Cheers for coming on. Oh, Timbo, are you still on? Don't go yet. Don't go yet. And anyone, not that Timbo was a mod, but I think he might want one of these. Are you still on, Timbo? Let me know. This will take like 2 seconds if you're on. Hopefully you're still on. I just need to show you something. Got to check he's still on first before I otherwise it's too late. I bet he's gone. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Louise, I'll do it. I was just signing in. I'm just going to see if Timbo's still on. I was just signing into Facebook. I have to swap accounts now. It's awkward on Facebook now. I've got my personal account and my weapon collector account. It used to show all the notifications together. Now it don't. You have to be signed into one. Going out. I was going to show him that. I was going to say, Timbo, do you want one of those? Right. Anyone who wasn't on earlier, if you were a moderator and you want one of these, I'll be giving these out to the mods for free. So I can't hold my hands fucking still out, trying to get the focus. Right, that's a knuckle duster with WeaponCollector initials in the middle. There's a little key ring. The mods can have them for nothing, the ex-mods. But if anyone else wants one, they're £2 each, but you can pay more if you want. But don't pay if there's any left after all the mods have said they'll have them or not. just send me an email saying, Mike, I'll have one, and then if there's any left over, I'll get back to you, and then you can have one for £2. Oh yes, let me look, Louise. Right, I've got 3 emails, not emails, messages. Calibus, how you doing, mate? You right? Lewis, because Lewis sent me the CCTV when police raided his house. Peugeot sent me a message. He's headed to the cinema. Nice one. Let me just write to him. That's nice of him to say that. Hang on. Right. So Louise. That's like, yes. There's one of yeah, nice one. Yes, I can't actually show them. There's a Bible with a swastika on it and a Hitler one. Fucking hell. Fuck's sake, and crack me up, you two do. Right, let me go off of that. I would have to ask him, Lord Flashart, because he never really mentioned about showing it to anyone else. It doesn't show a lot, really. It shows the cars outside. It's quite a high up camera, pointing down at his front gate, and then you see what possibly a police car drive past. It's dark as well, so it must have been because I think they came in sort of late afternoon when it was dark. Unless that's just how the CCTV makes it look, and then. You do see one of them because they blocked off the road when they raided him. That must have been one driving up to the end to block off that end, and then you can see the lights flashing of the the police car lights, and then you see 2 of them. One stood behind the car, maybe a bit of cover, you know what I mean, and then 2 of them walk in the gate. But yeah, they weren't like. Actually, a couple of them. One had a shield. They had the guns on them, the rifles, but they weren't like storming in. At least, because I wouldn't want that. At least they came in calmly. Calibus said, "Got my Drac on. What a super little bit. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? They're very good little things, aren't they?" James said, "Why didn't the US take part in the shooting competition? Because it wasn't in high school." For fuck's sake. Mark said, "I'm trying to contact you by Gmail, but I don't know how to use my phone properly yet." All right, Mark. If you could just email me, that's right. If you can't email me, you can message me on WeaponCollector Facebook, WeaponCollector Instagram, WeaponCollector Twitter. They've all got messages. If you can message me on one of those, my Facebook, most of my things are WeaponCollector or WeaponCollector 1. But if you go to my channel, go to the bit, look up the top, and there'll be a bit that says videos, community. Click on the bit that says about, and you can not about. It's on, it is on the about bit. Go to the about bit, and then look up and down there, and you'll find my links to all the websites I'm on. Or coffee. Yeah, do a coffee.com message. That's a good idea, Flazzy. I'll ask him, Lord Flash, if he says I won't tonight, but I'll ask him next time I speak to Lewis. I'll ask him if he don't mind me downloading and sharing it, and I'll put it on here and show you properly next time. Right, John Freefinger. John, I watched your homemade knuckle duster video today, and the one where you basically was saying about all the abuse it got, and I can't believe that. I cannot believe the amount of abuse that got, and all the negativity for it. Yeah, that surprised me. John, he put it on Reddit, and he got like 100 and a lot of sort of. They're weird on Reddit, though, aren't they? They don't like anything. You know what I mean? Mother, how you doing, mate? So I completely forgot about the stream today. Mike, check your Twitter now. All right, mate. me just open that quickly. Oh, let me just reply. Nick, you still on? Thank you. Yes, he said, there's my address. Nice and properly formatted and everything. Yes, thank you very much for that, Nick. You'll be surprised how many people send me their address with bits missing or not with their name. That's the one that gets me. They send me their address and no name. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Yes. Nice and properly formatted and everything. Perfect. Yes, I like that, Nick. So, the world's first compound crossbow with magazine. Crossbow FMA Supersonic. That's pretty cool, actually, isn't it? Right, fuck it. I'll play it if you want. Yeah, it's a nightmare. You'd be surprised, Nick. I can't stand it with. Yeah, I'm the same as you. Always properly formatted. It's so much easier, isn't it? Because nearly every single time someone buys something off me, I have to Google the address to check it's right. You'll be surprised how many times it's fucking not. John said 320 dislikes. I smoked them kids. You did. You taught them a lesson, John. You did. I saw it. You proved them all wrong. Lord Flashheart had been trying to suss out a crossbow pistol holster recently, possibly neodymium magnets in the base. I think you would, or maybe some kind of like a hook, a big sort of hook, 2 big hooks. You could probably hook a crossbow on with the handle sticking out. That might work. Bat said, just gave you a follow on Insta. Didn't know you was on that. Thank you, man. I don't post a lot on there, to be honest. I probably only post once or twice a month, but I do put stuff on there. Right, let me just show you this video that Mother just sent. Quite interesting. The crossbow people will like this. Share screen, Chrome tab. Right, hopefully this is it. If I forget how you do this after time. So that's basically that crossbow down there, but with a magazine on it. Like that, dude. Now, do you get the idea? See you in a minute, Crypto. Yeah, I could put out a version of the Calm Sutra, definitely, Jamie. Dominic, how you doing, mate? He said, I own 6 crossbows, 3 rifles, 3 pistols. Have a guess how many crossbows I own. You can see more than 6 probably just there and like in this shot. But that's good though. I'm not bragging there. Just I've got more than I want, really. Mother said, Mike, you said it's very easy to cut. Yes. Soon I'll do a draw, weight test, see how much it really is. Nick said, I once had a guy send me his name, house number, and street name. Yeah, let me just go through the yellow pages. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Thank you for that, Nick. I appreciate that, though. Yeah, but I know exactly what you mean. So many times, completely wrong fucking things. Caliber said, try using a retractable line of some kind for a holster. John said, must have one now. Flazzy said, well, on my way to bed. See you later. Good night, Flazzy. Thank you for the donation, Eddie. Appreciate it, mate. Not fast, interesting. Throws credit card at the phone. Irishman said, did anyone watch the Todd's Workshop Bushcraft Crossbow and Arrows? He changed the prod on it because the original one was terrible. Funny thing is, I watched a little bit of it purely because a bloke called what's his name? Someone I subscribed to had put a little clip on of Todd Cutler saying about you're a liar and a moron or something. And then that made me watch Todd's video, but I didn't watch all of it. I'll have to check it out properly. Oh, Tactical. Right. I've got a little gift for you for being a moderator. So all the mods are getting a little Christmas present. But obviously you're going to have to give me your address. So I've already said you're getting one. But would you like one of these? And if you will, you better send me your address. Fuck's sake, I can never hold still. That's made of leather, so it's a little leather WeaponCollector keyring for you, Tactical. But you've got to obviously send me your address. But I've already written down that you're having one. Well, where's my piece of paper? I'm looking for my piece of paper. But you're already on the list, whether you like it or not. Fucking neck's aching again tonight. It's because I sit here so much. Give me a stiff neck. But no, I sort of watched that Irishman, but not properly. Damien said, not going to get many presents under that tiny tree. Yeah, that way. Well, I might get a few under there. If it's gluten-free chocolate. No, it's leather. Don't be eating it. It's leather. You can technically pick a colour as well if you want. There's not just red ones. So there's the stripy red ones, because that's just how it came out. And there's brown ones. I think that's the brown ones. And there's sort of black ones. John, that crossbow is called. There's two versions. I think that was the FMA Supersonic. If you right, let me get that video up again, and I'll copy it for you. Where's the link that Mother put on here? Oh, it was on my fucking Twitter, wasn't it? That's why. Hang on, I'm gonna get this thing up for John. Oh, it's the FMA Supersonic Tactical. It's a prototype at the minute. It's a prototype at the minute. There's a stiff neck. Have you been swallowing Viagra again? I did have some tablets before I came on. Maybe I've accidentally mixed them up. Lord Francis said, Catley, sending us Xmod's keyring and some arse-soothing cream to make us feel better after being shafted. Yes, I am. No, it was Peter's idea. So thank him. But Tactical, send me your address and I'll send you one for Christmas. That could be a Christmas present. That's how tight I am. Get a piece of leather with a fucking thing printed on it. That's fucking good for me, though. Bob, how you doing? Bob, you right, mate? He said, hello, Mike. Doing some lathe work and listening. Making some bullet brass earrings for the miss. Ah, nice one. That sounds good. That sounds good, Bob. Nice one. Yeah, glad you're all doing well. Caliber said, what is the little knife under the pump action? Oh, was that Calibus? Did you ask me that in an email? As far as I'm aware, that's apart from being called a boot knife, that one isn't like a proper branded knife. But can anyone say a branded version of that knife? Because there is a proper version of it. Put boot knife, boot. What do you put in? Boot knife dagger. If you put in on Google boot knife dagger, and you'll find very similar ones. So I found one. Let me look this up so you can still get this. But what my one is like a cheap version of a sort of branded dagger. But it's essentially a boot dagger. If you look up boot dagger, that's it, Nick. I think it's SOG, isn't it? If you look up try boot dagger. But yeah, in all honesty, the best you're probably going to find is just looking up Boot Dagger. The Prepper Shop do a similar one, I think. I don't know what the sheath would be like though. M-Tech Silver Boot Knife is similar. I don't know what sheath it would have though. That's weird. Oh, no, the sheath's all right, but it's not like that one. Yeah, the problem is the one I've got isn't a branded knife, so I can't really tell you. Apart from it's a boot dagger, aluminium handled boot dagger. I think your best bet, Calibus, is just looking up boot dagger and metal handled boot dagger, maybe. Bob said Kershaw make a great boot dagger. My Kershaw knives have an edge on one side. Can't have them with two sharp edges. I remember you doing a video, Bob, where I think you was blunting in, or you deliberately weren't sharpening one side and you was giving the other side a very nice sharpen and polish, weren't you? Nick said there's one in the Rambo knife collection on Prepper's Shop. Ah, nice one, Nick. Yeah, funny thing is, I was on Prepper's Shop just then. Boot dagger's your best bet. Look up boot dagger. I'm desperately needing a piss. I'm going to have a piss in a minute. So we'll pick a clip soon. So it's a tactical pirate. I'm always in black with shades. Don't have the respirator though. Oh, if saying yeah, been out with his things on. Nick said if links still work without being a mod, here you go. No, I don't. Do you know what? Technically, they should, Nick. I have done it so that, and I'm sure you're on there. There's people who are approved users who should be able to put links on, but it don't work for some reason. But if you send it to Twitter quickly, Nick, and I'll cut and paste it quickly. I don't mind doing that. There's a boot dagger top 10 at highconsumption.com. Yeah, if you Twitter at me, Nick, I'll put it on. I don't mind doing that. Just seeing if there's anything I'm missing here. Oh, I was wondering why he wrote "get boosted" now. I was trying to work out why he wrote that, Lord Flashut. Jamie said to the wife, I'm going to the chemist to get some Viagra. Can you get it over the counter now? She replied. Not before I've taken some. Right. Let me get this. You off, Dad. Good night, mate. Thanks for coming on. Yeah. Send me your address via email and I'll in a couple of days I'll get that thing off to you. And that's an all right price, and that's metal handled as well, isn't it? Actually, that's one piece. That I'll tell you what, actually, that would be very good for throwing, I think. Yeah, I'll try this one, Calibus. It's not the same as mine, but that looks like that's got a full metal handle. None in stock, though, sadly. But at least you can look for that other places. But there's one other, on Prepper Shop, they do the M-Tech, and there's none of them either in either copy. They do this one. Yeah, good night, Jed. See you later, mate. Mother said, Mike, you said the red dot sight of the Draco and crossbow is probably the best you have. Purely because it's got a lot of set. It just seems really good. It's because most of mine have got one set in, and that one's got. So it's got. It looks really rugged and sturdy. It's got green reticle and red reticle. 4 different reticles by turning the thing, and 4 different brightness settings on each thing. So for the amount of different things you can have on it. I don't actually know what make it is. Let me have a look. It may be an unbranded one still anyway, though. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just good. It's unbranded. YouTube, this is not a gun. Fucking nightmare trying to do that shit. See you later, John. Thanks for coming on, mate. Appreciate that. Go and tell them down voting bastards to go fuck themselves. That was a good knuckle duster. I thought it was good. Take care, mate. See you later, John. Lord Flashlight said, "What's your personal favourite crossbow, Mike, for plinking for shit at the fan?" At the minute, probably still the Tomcat 2, but when it's hard to say because the last time I was really enjoying shooting, it was the Redback XR. When that's shooting good, it's really fucking fun. If I had multiple magazines for that XR, I could shoot that all day. The last time I shot it so much I had bruises on my fucking hip because I tend to put I don't know why, but I tend to put the crossbow there and then cock it like that if it's got a stock extender on. It's just how I do it. Yeah, and I end up having bruises. I shoot it for so long. Mark said, "Missed what you said about the quiver and how to pay. I don't know how to open PayPal account." Sadly, Mark, you might have to wait till the new year then, because I can't receive money any other way than PayPal, unless you know someone who can pay. Could you give someone the money and say, "Can you pay this PayPal for me?" And then we can do it. But Mark, what you need to do is email me at this email saying, "Mike, I'll buy a quiver," and then I'll give you all the details then. It's because it's a bit much going on here. And I'll copy and paste that. So it's here. So you can copy it in the chat if you can. Mother said, "Lovely crossbow. I want one now." They are nice, I'll tell you. And that, I think, when I get time to shoot it properly, that the Dracon will be that's a lovely thing to shoot. It's just I've not shot it enough. So that will be amazing to shoot, the little Dracon. I've just not shot it enough yet. But yeah, that's an amazing little thing. I fucking love it. Once I've once I've kitted it all out with a rail on the bottom and that, I reckon that will probably be my favourite one because it's the easiest to cock out of everything. I do not have an Amazon account. As in, do I sell things on Amazon? No. Right, I need a piss. What video do you want? I need to put a long video on so you can have maybe Slingshot Warrior cooking, 4 minutes of diarrhea, or my advert, my long advert, my fake adverts. Mother said, "Newest, right, either diarrhea, advert, cooking, or you can have a little bit of the stand-up." Mother said, "Newest, fastest crossbow on the market, shoots more than 500 feet per second. It's a 10-point Nitro 505. Yeah, I'm dying for piss. I'm going to have to go in a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, Lord Professor, and for shit at the fan. For shit at the fan, I don't know. It's slightly different. But maybe still the Tomcat 2 at the minute. Plinking, do you know what? In all honesty, Lord Professor, it's hard for me to decide because a lot of them they're all good in certain ways. But the ones I tend to love, because you'd think I might say, because they're good actually, the R9 and the Adder. I need to get back into the Adder because I think I had those issues with those cheap bolts and it put me off slightly. But now I've got shitloads of proper bolts. I need to get back into playing with the Adder and getting to like it again. More Flashlight said, "Electric winch and lithium battery pack. Get the Dracon auto cocking." Yeah, exactly. That would work on that. That would work on that, wouldn't it? Right, looks like cooking because I can't hold it anymore.
Hello, this is Slingshot Warrior. I decided to do a little bit of cooking. Gotta do some washing before we do some cooking. I'm going to make a corned beef stir fry dish that's going to be delish. Can of corned beef. Going to be a cooking, good cooking. I'm cooking corned beef stir fry. Voila, corned beef. You're just cutting up. There you go. A little bit of canola oil in the pan. What you do is you just glaze it down, let it flow down back and forth around the pan. So you don't have to do too much. And now the whole bottom of the pan has the cooking oil on it. You want to take your knife and you want to put this in there slowly. Now you want to add your vegetables. Green beans here, frozen green beans. Now we got to get our flavoring because it's going to be a stir fry. Here we go. Teriyaki. We're going to put some teriyaki on this. This will make it taste really good. That's what good cooking is. It'll take a little bit for it to fry up a little bit. You want it to, you want the flavor to be locked in, you know? If you want it to taste really good, you got to fry really well, and it's got to steam up in there. It just locks in the flavor. That's why I put that glass seal on it. It's a very wonderful dish. Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, I got the secret ingredient for Gordon Ramsay. Now we're getting there. It's simmering quite nicely. You want to let it boil in. You want to let the steam come in there, yeah? Well, it is ready. It's succulent. It's ready. Woo! See how good it tastes? That is divine. Oh, that is good, good, good. Isn't that a mouth-watering dish? That's beautiful. Corned beef stir fry, and I just showed how to make it. Isn't that beautiful? Well, keep on cooking, people.
There you go. I fucking well badly needed that piss, I tell you. Just looking through the comments. Oh, mother, actually, I could chuck one in for you another time because you get packages off me anyway. So, mother, I might send you one of these soon if you want one. I probably won't with this lot of stuff, but I'll send you it. I'll send you one when I send you the next thing. I'll just so everyone knows, I'm probably gonna all of the making stuff for this year is probably going to be called it quits now until the beginning of next year. So straight away, as soon as the year starts, I'll start some more, making stuff and doing stuff. But I'm off work apart from YouTube now. There's a good video in it, Bob. Nice bit of cooking there. Tat said, night all feeling like I've been beaten with a baseball bat, so heading off. Take care, Tactical. I hope you feel all right, mate. Don't forget to give me your address so I can send you one of these little key rings. If anyone was a mod and you want one of these little key rings, let me know. Or if you want one anyway, email me, and if there's any left, I'll send you one for a couple of quid, £2 each. If you weren't a mod, mods get them for free, so thank you. £2 or more. It's up to you. Pay as much as you want. Grip says, sorry, I got a call from a family. That's all right, mate. You just missed I just put your cooking video on there. Oh, Roger, how you doing, mate? You right? He said, good to see you on. Good to see you. You're over the lurgy. I did also enjoy the Horror Zone HR or HX. Yeah, with the magazine, yeah. Kept jumping out and it pissed me off, so I sent it back and got a. Oh, you got one of them, did you? And it kept jumping out, yeah. Yeah. They can be very fiddly, Roger, I found. Yeah, you can't shoot them as quick as you expect to. Everyone I know who's had one of those magazines, the XR Horizon XRs, if that's what you meant, has had an issue with them, including myself. And then I sort of worked out you have to sort of shoot them really slowly, which it still makes it fun, but sort of defeats the object of having a magazine. Hope my magazine's better shoot quickly, not. I'll be honest with you, you can still probably shoot just as quick or quicker than a normal crossbow with the magazine, but yeah, you do have to sort of look at it every time. I've got your stuff over there as well, Roger. It's just there. It was you. That was you who paid earlier, wasn't it? Don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but oh, who don't know? That was Flazzy, wasn't it? I was gonna say someone donated earlier, but I think it was Flazzy, and it just came up later. Yeah, so these, if you just wanted to have a quick look, Roger, these are the broadheads you'll be buying. These are your actual ones. So that's the set of 6 for them. There's 6 there, not hang on, is there 7 there? No, 6. There's your 6 things there, and then your bodkin tips are there as well. But I wasn't sure where. I probably won't get to package them up tomorrow, so I may have to put them in the post Sunday night. Because if I do it Saturday, it won't make any difference anyway. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Crypto. Mother, you see the bloke, your mother, when he said how his life CW, he's talking to you. In case you didn't realise. Yes, Merry Christmas, Slingshot. Just so everyone knows, I may not be on tomorrow night. Well, it's hard. I can't decide yet what I'm doing, but so I was going to go to a Christmas party tomorrow, but it's been cancelled. Which, in a way, I'm glad because I was starting to think I don't really want to go to a Christmas party just before Christmas because you end up getting some fucking cold or some other shit that we won't mention, whether you believe it or not. Anyway, you end up going out to these parties, getting fucking getting some kind of illness, and it spoils it for Christmas, don't it? So I sort of didn't want to go anyway, cancelled it. But I've said to a couple of people like Malk, do you want to just come to the Wendy house and we just have a drink in there? Because no one's done anything all year. Do you know that only 3 times I've seen my family this year was fucking funerals and wakes? That's it, nothing else. I've not been out, no reason, you know, because nothing's going on though. The only time I've seen my family, because I only see my family at parties, the only time I've seen my family properly this year and last year was fucking 3 funerals basically and a wake and 2 wakes. Anyway, so I said to Mark and maybe Ben and Susan, do you want to just come to the Wendy house and we'll have a drink? But that may mean that night I might live stream from the Wendy house. So be prepared tomorrow night. There may be, I might do an 8 till 9 live stream, having a drink till they get here. Stop, go in the Wendy house, and then maybe I could start one straight away if they didn't care. But I don't know. But the problem is, if I start live stream straight away, I end up being on the live stream more than with the people I'm with. Depends what's going on though, because it can be quite enjoyable for the people contributing anyway. But I may come on later, you know, like 12ish. Roger said, be all right if it's cheese, tasting and wine, apparently. Oh, what? You're allowed that if you're doing that? Mental, isn't it? There you go. Mother, there you go. Your mother. He said, life is good, YM. Do you want me? I might start calling you YM now. In an American accent as well. I'm shit at doing impressions. Lord Flash said WC Christmas party at the Wendy House. I'm game. If it like, we're definitely going to do that Christmas anyway, right? But yeah, maybe tomorrow, and I'll get people on in that. So yeah, let's see. I reckon I'll do a late one tomorrow, but we'll see. I may get on earlier than that. It depends what I don't know what's going to happen first. Dame said Mike's not on tomorrow evening because it's his dogging night. It's dogging every night. Mum said, "Don't burn your house down. Stream your house from the Wendy house." No, that's all good. That's all good. Don't worry about that. Oh no, don't burn your hours. I thought I said don't burn your house down. No, luckily, mother, it's literally just gone back to new. So after tonight, I still have 18 hours. Let's say I did 5 hours tomorrow, and that'd go down to 13. I'd have 13 hours left for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Yeah, and it should be plenty. Even if I did like 5 hours tomorrow night, I should have plenty. It's literally just renewed. One good thing with StreamYard is, even if you had 1 minute left, right? It lets you go over your allotted time. It never turns you off. So if you had 1 minute left, you could go on the next day and stream for 5 hours. They never shut you off. And it doesn't accumulate for the next time. I might have to try and remember that. But it's trying, it's just turning off, and you know what I mean. Chris, how you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, I thought you said don't burn your house down, mother. Yeah, don't burn your hours. Yeah, I agree. Little Pig said if Christmas gets cancelled, I'll be honest, I don't think I'll be on all night tomorrow anyway, like 5 hour thing. But we'll see what happens. Little Pig said if Christmas gets cancelled again, we should just turn up at Downing Street en masse. Gate crash their party. You know what? I think people will probably be doing that. I think people will actually do that. I don't know why the thing around here has been cancelled, but I think it's just, I don't know. I don't think they was told to. Lord Flashlight said, if I could get down south near you for work for a week, I'd organise a meet up with you. Even though a few things, that'd be good, Lord Flash. That'd be good. That'd be good. Mother said, yeah, don't burn your house. I thought it said don't burn your house down. Because I just saw the don't burn. Exactly. No, yeah, I will not burn my hours away. But I think there should be plenty. So tonight was a brand new one. I had 20 hours. I'm going to use 2.5 of those. I'll leave that 17.5. Yeah. That should be plenty. Until after Christmas. When would I be doing it again? So, well, it don't matter anyway. Because, see, tomorrow I wouldn't even need to technically do StreamYard. I could just do a normal live stream. Because it doesn't stop me live streaming. It just means I wouldn't be able to do the videos or have people on. So I'll make sure there's enough hours to have people join in, which will be... I'll stream Christmas Eve, but I won't be drinking because I'm never getting pissed Christmas Eve ever again. Because fucking having an hangover Christmas Day ruins it. Christmas Day I'll definitely stream though. Yeah. And then a couple of times later on, and if I'm not doing fuck all New Year's, did I ever do a New Year's? I don't think I ever did a New Year's live stream, did I? Because I'm always with people. But if it comes to it this year and we've all got to stay in, I'll fucking I'll try to do a... No, we did once do a New Year's live stream, didn't we? I can't remember. Can you remember doing that? James, I put my dogging gear up for sale on eBay. Not sold anything yet. There's a few people watching. You've done that one before. Crypto said, I have an idea for family comedy. A working class American family inherits a fortune from a British lord relative. What, and they have to come over here? They have to come over here and live. That sounds quite good. Yeah. Bit like Beverly Hillbillies, but yeah, the other way around. quiet suddenly. Just looking through the clips. Yeah, sounds good, Crypto. Sounds good. Mark said, could you put the payway on so that I can pay for the quiver? Have you been emailing me? If you've emailed me, do you mean PayPal? I can't put it on here. If you email me, I can send you it there. I'll send you all the details on there, but I don't put my PayPal on like public. Sorry, I'm just looking up. I'm just on my emails quickly. I just wanted to see what I had on here. So all I've had is people just mentioning the key rings. Will, if you're there, yeah, Will, you can definitely have one. If I, one of the buying ones, only £2, as I say. But I'll see who claims them all first, if you know what I mean. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good, Crypto. That was very good. So what have you lot got planned for tomorrow then, if you don't want to discuss his sitcom?
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
Sorry, I couldn't resist Slingshot. Jamie said, good night, everyone. Up early tomorrow. Go to Plymouth. Good night, Mike. Yeah, get the tables. See you later, Jamie. See you later, Louise, if you're off as well. Lewis is on. You right, mate? Lord Flasher, I mentioned about the video you sent me. He was asking if we could see it on here. I said, I'd have to ask you first. Obviously, if you say no, that's fine. You know what I mean? But they wanted to see your little bit of CCTV. But not tonight, because I'd have to download it anyway. But it's down to you. But I know if you didn't want to, I understand that. Crypto, and it's a father with 3 sons. Nice. Bob said, thank God for Slingshot Warrior. The only problem is these streams are gradually becoming the Slingshot streams. Slingshot tribute streams. Lewis, was you ever a mod on here? Was you ever a mod? Right, anyone else who's on, and I'll send these to America as well. Right, I've made some little key rings. I'm going to give them to anyone who was a mod. I'm going to give them as a gift. But there's enough for other people to buy some if they want. So if anyone wanted to buy one of these off me for £2, or you can buy them for more, you can. They're the little leather key rings. So if anyone who wasn't a mod, if you want to buy one of those for £2, email me saying, Mike, I'll have one. And if there's any left, you can buy one. All right, Lewis, I thought I'd better ask you because you said I'd show you it, Mike. You know what I mean? I did describe it to them. But if anyone wants one of those little key rings, if you're a mod, you get one as a Christmas present. If you weren't a mod, you can buy one for £2. Some people do. So there's just a couple of people who messaged me already saying they'd buy one. But you'd be more supporting the channel than anything. Mate, I can never fucking hold still. Good night, Louise. Take care. See you tomorrow, maybe. Lewis, yeah, I don't mind if I show you it. Lewis said that is gross, mate. Louise, there's a 4-minute version of that video. That was the little short bit. But if anyone wants one of them little key rings for £2 and you're not a mod, send me an email saying I'll have one, Mike, if there's any left. Because currently there are. There's 4 left. And I can make more anyway. I could send you one, Crypto, but you're going to have to send me a couple of dollars for it. Email me, Crypto, and I'll send you one. But you may have to, you got to pay for it. It's only a couple of dollars. Sound like a right tight cunt. But the only reason, though, these were made deliberately to sell originally. They were never made to be given away. But I thought, as a little thank you to all the mods that got disposed of, that could be a little thank you for all their hard work. But if there's any left over, people can buy them off me. They was always made to be sold. Yeah. But if you weren't a mod, you got to pay. Yeah, they was made to be sold in the first place. But if you want one, Crypto, if you've got PayPal, if you've got PayPal, send me. I'll tell you how much £2 is in dollars, and I'll send you one. But they are available for everyone at a price. I need some little video on here talking about tight bastard. So, what is everyone at? I'll only be on for another 15 minutes, by the way. Are you doing a video later, Slingshot? You doing a live later? Lewis said, "Are they rugged enough for pulling out your pocket? I need a little pulling tab for my keys." Do you know what? One like that, where it's got quite a lot of leather on, probably could be. Depends on how tough these are. But if you changed that ring for a standard key ring, like, I don't know if I've got one. I did have one that was just a standard key ring. I reckon that would. I might, if I've still got the stuff, Lewis, I've got some things to reinforce those. So look, if you want one, Lewis, message me saying I'll have one, but it needs to be reinforced, and I can actually put a metal grommet in there. And then the only thing it would depend on is how good the key ring connecting it is. But you could change that yourself. But I think they would. It's 3mm thick leather. But you can I can do ones where it's close to the edge, or like that one, you've got about 5mm leather there. I mean, it might eventually rip after, a long time. Chris said, "Night, I'm going out to check out the abandoned chat. See you later, Chris. Hopefully that's a good one for you, mate." Yeah, I reckon that would be though, but I have actually got the grommets for the like the eyelet things. It's like an eyelet thing. I might watch this later. I was talking to Liam. See you later, Chris. Take care, mate. Have a good night. Hang on. Thank you, Linda. That's the greatest comment I've ever seen. Linda, I'll do that right for you right now. Right, hold on. No. Yeah, I said no to guns. No to guns. Done it, Linda. Just for you. Right. I'm going to watch that later, I think. Good night, Crypto. See you later, mate. Lewis said, "Yeah, I'll have one then with the punch lever in the middle." Right, send me a message, Lewis, reminding me about you want it to be quite strong, and then I'll sort you one out. I'll have to make it. It may take a while because I'm off work. I'm off work for the rest of the year now, but that won't take me 5 minutes to knock one of them up anyway. Nick said, "You did 4 times though. It won't come true." Just, that's what Linda asked. She said, "Say no to guns." Well, I can do any requests here, within reason. See you later, Crypto. Good night, mate. Oh, I'll watch your Slingshot if you're still on. I'll watch your exercise bike video a bit later. I watched it sort of just before I came on. Before I came on here, I was listening to a bit of music while just looking through my emails and shit. Notification came up for your video, and then yeah, but I didn't listen to the voiceover. That's quite a good description. Ain't gonna work now, Nick, is it? All I can say to Linda is gutted. What you been at, Lewis? Been up to much? Or not really? I ain't been up to a lot. Changing circumstances a little bit here due to having a little puppy and someone at my mum's work burning their hands, and now she's had to change their work times. It means I'm not getting a lot of time to do stuff because I'm randomly having to do other weird shit that I can't plan to do anything. That means people don't tell me anything here. You know, now the fucking kids are off school, so I'll be more looking after them. Not that I've got kids, but you lot know my niece and nephew. Looking after them even more now for a bit, which I don't mind doing, but it just means if I wanted to go out and shoot, rifles or crossbow or something after time, I can't get it done because I've got other shit I need to do, especially with a fucking little puppy that's going mental. Ah, well. So nobody's got any Christmas parties to go to tomorrow then? Chat ain't frozen, has it? Keeps going all weird. Nick said I had to go for an assessment the other day for my PIP to prove how disabled I am. That's the highlight of my week so far. Yeah. Oh, my mum. They wouldn't give her any fucking thing because she's technically not disabled enough. The fuck, it's laughable when it's having that shit. This is a woman who can't. If she didn't have that frame, she wouldn't be able to walk 2 fucking steps or 5 steps. She might be able to do 2. Mental. Nick said, "Was sat in the waiting room with his cough. Started coughing. An old lady looked at me like I'd pulled a gun on her." Yeah, fuck's sake. Do you not ever get that weird thing as soon as because you've got a cough anyway, ain't you, Nick? No, you still got that. Do you not get that thing as soon as you're somewhere where you feel like you shouldn't cough, you can't stop fucking coughing? So I never really cough, but as soon as I'm anywhere where that cough is going to look sort of suspect, I can't stop. Yeah, bizarre. Oh, by the way, there's different colours as well. So you can have a sort of red one, a brown one, and a black one. Although the black and the brown don't look that different, although they might do if I hold them up together. Ever so slight difference, but not much. Yeah, but are people commenting and I'm not seeing it or something? Or is everyone just being quiet? But 19 people watching, no one's saying anything. Don't make me play another clip. Nick said, "Was sat there like a terrorist awaiting security until I couldn't hold it in anymore." It's a nightmare, isn't it? Yeah, as soon as you, yeah. Simon, how you doing, mate? You're right. He said, "I got the bow sorted for the new year, but looking at the lengths and difference in bolts, I have no idea what is the best." The fellow I spoke to didn't either. Max 100 yards from a Jaguar. Jaguar, what's that? One Jaguar. That says 1-2. And there's a Jaguar 1 and a Jaguar 2. I would just recommend getting 16-inch or 16-inch or slightly cheaper, I think. 16-inch bolts, Simon. If it's what draw weight is it? And is it one of those? That's a Jaguar Mark 1 there. And that can shoot most bolts, in all honesty. But if you're going to shoot £175 crossbow, you want to start going to the 20-inch bolts. What was I going to do? Because there's 18 watching, but most of us lurk. I don't mind that. I don't mind people lurking. It was making me wonder if I wasn't seeing the comments. That was all. No, I do it. I lurk in people's streams all the time. You're going to make me play some of these clips, though. Fucking play.
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt off.
Didn't play the first time. Yeah, so Simon, the cheapest. Where do you shop, Simon? So the cheapest. Again, that depends what Jaguar you've got. There are Jaguar the Jaguar 2 is £175, I think. Go on somewhere like Prepper's Shop. Go to Crossbows. Go to the Crossbow Accessories. And then they ain't got any in stock at the minute, but Anglo Arms 16-inch aluminium crossbow bolts for 5 for 10 quid. They'll shoot perfectly out of a £150 Jaguar. But if you're going to shoot a £175 Jaguar, you're going to want the 20-inch ones. But the aluminium bolts shooting into a nice soft backstop should last fucking ages. There's also 14, so EK Archery 14-inch aluminium. They'll be able to shoot fine out of a Jaguar 1. That's weird. They've got EK Archery 16-inch aluminium bolts inside. Yeah, scroll down further. That's weird. Why have they got two loads and one's not in stock, one is? Don't know. Mother said Dracon crossbow with go gun hunting pistol bolts. Sounds very good to me. Yeah, I have to look into that. I do want to get some bolts like that. What ones are they? Oh, on go gun. I'll have a look, mate. I'll have a look. What we'll have to do, Mother, is keep checking out other people's videos and see what stuff they shoot. Because I don't want to risk shooting something out of it that's dangerous for me first. If you see someone shooting anything reliably who isn't a nutter, like that bloke who dry fired the fucking Dracon. You imagine some bloke, the first thing he does, he gets a crossbow, he gets one of those. The first thing this bloke does on the video, not Mother, but this old bloke, he cocks it and then dry fires it. First thing he did. It's an all right video, but obviously that bloke's fucking don't know nothing about crossbows. But I don't think he does. He just reviews stuff, don't he? So he doesn't really know what he's doing. It's been a strange night tonight. Been a lot calmer tonight. When I say strange, because I think last week was just mental for the fucking. It was just constant jokes all night long. Mum said the bloke who dry fired the FMA shot 6 bolts without any problem. 6-inch bolts without any problem. It seemed all right, didn't it? See if you see other people doing that, and I'll give them a go. Because they will fit in it. It's just the only thing that worries me, Mother, is the weight. Because if you start shooting things out that are from my experience, if you shoot things that are too light and too short it can be dangerous. And too light, and you're essentially dry firing it, and it can wear everything out really quickly. But yeah. I think it's good. I think in Shit Hit the Fan, it's good that you can shoot those. But I don't know how often I'd want to shoot those out of that. But then I suppose it is only £100, isn't it? We'll have to look into it. So yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to spend a bit of time making the Wendy house nice and clean and tidy, and maybe put some Christmas lights up so that when I'm out there, it'll look a little bit Christmassy rather than just, you know, normal. Fucking neck ache. I get terrible neck ache when I sit on the computer all day. But I don't get it any other times, only when I'm sat here, so it must be something to do with how I'm sat. So I think I'll do that and then see how things go. I may just be drinking on my own and I may just be on at 9 o'clock drinking and then up till, you know, 5 o'clock in the morning in Wendy house. We'll have to see. I must ration my booze though. I'm going to have to work it out. So when would I be drinking? So tomorrow. Christmas Day. And then New Year's. And then maybe once between them. But I don't drink all the time. Simon said, he told me the Jaguar was not easily available. But you said £150. So looking at the Jaguar 1, I'm probably looking for 14 inches. Yes. Well, Simon, if you get a Jaguar 1 or any £150 recurve crossbow, you can pretty much shoot any bolts that are 14 inches or bigger. Yeah. That should be fine because of the draw weight of it. It's not when you start going very powerful crossbows, you have to watch out what you're shooting because again with the thing about you're dry firing them or it can it can be dangerous. You're not dry firing them, but the bolts are so light it is essentially dry firing it. But with £150, as far as I'm aware, I've never ever seen anything saying you must shoot 16-inch bolts, 18-inch bolts, 20-inch bolts. Just seems to be the big bolts seem to be okay. Most aluminium bolts will be fine, and if you shoot a soft backstop, they'll last for ages. If you ever shoot anything hard or it seems to just check that they're not bent, and if they're bent, don't shoot them. So I just put some shit back in here. My sword info in case I ever need it. Just so I can show them. Right, I'll be off soon. Skeng Biscuit, how you doing? Was you on Saturday night? Or are you a regular anyway? I'm gonna have to go off in a minute. Probably be on late tomorrow though. It's a bit quiet tonight. There's a lot of people on, but no one's chatting. Is everyone just getting drunk or something? Watching? I don't mind though. I do run out of things to talk about eventually though. But I will be going off soon. But tomorrow I should be on. Just keep an eye out tomorrow. I may end up doing an 8 till 9 stream. Going out in the Wendy house, the summer house. We call it the Wendy house, a habit. And then coming on maybe 12-ish. You weren't on Saturday night then, mate. Yeah, so you'll just have to see what happens tomorrow. I can't really say because I don't really know what's going on. It may end up being no one's out at all. And I'm just going to live stream on here and maybe get some people to join in. Nick said, I'm here. I was just talking to my brother about mum's Christmas present. Right, I suppose I better call it a night there because I've got a couple of things to do. I enjoyed tonight. It was quite a good one. It was quite a calm night tonight. Whereas last Friday's was fucking hectic. It was weird as fuck. Mother said, will you make more videos of the Dracon crossbow soon? I want to see new stuff in that. Yes. The problem is, Mother, I don't know if you heard, I'm not getting any time due to family circumstances changing. It's quite annoying, really. I don't get hardly enough time to do what I want to do, but I will definitely shoot that more. All of them. I'm going to get back to all of them eventually. But yeah, at the minute, it's a fucking nightmare. I literally can't do anything because I get up and I think I'll do this, and then someone suddenly says, "I've got to go out all day. You need to look after the dog." I think you could at least fucking told me yesterday, so I don't have to. You know, it really fucking fucks me off, in all honesty. But nothing I can do about it. No one listens to me. Oh well. Simon said, "Thanks, Mike. I've actually worked it out for myself, but good to get feedback from someone who knows a whole lot more than me at present." Yes, season's greetings. Yes, exactly, mate. So yes, I suppose I'm going to have to keep ending my things with Merry Christmas now, aren't I? Or season's greetings or happy holidays. All right. So yeah, cheers for watching, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow sometime, hopefully. If I come on at 8 till 9, you'll know. I'll be able to tell you then what's going on, what to expect. All right. I hope everyone's been liking the stream, by the way. I bet you haven't. Everyone forgets to do that. Let's have a look. See if it says. No, I can't even see it where I am. Oh, 27 likes. Actually, that's good. Nice. Actually, people have been liking it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, good night, everyone, because I've got a couple of things I need to do, sort out. I need to clean up this room, and I might watch this film now, just for something to do. How long is it on for? An hour and a half. I'll probably watch that. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a good evening, no matter what you're doing. I'll be drinking tomorrow. So, yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow in some form or another. Some kind of live stream. I'll be on somehow anyway. Right? Thank you for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. See you later. Good night.